He is precise strike.
So you guys didn't hear any of the chat we had with you before the stream. Sorry about that. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. What a day we have planned today, and we have some surprises. Thank you, Pat66, Molotov, Steve, Bloodwild, so many of you, D&D 888, saw you, Lord Forth, Myomorph. We have several already in. We appreciate you guys being with us on time to get started today. It means a lot, and we got some announcements to make, and then we have some really, really fun stuff to get through. So, first of all, thank you to everybody that, thank you for the sub. We already had one, now we have a second. Thank you, Pat66 and Theater Evie.
Diplomacy is an 11. His Intimidate is an 11. And his Perception is a 7.
So we're getting there are the stats for the player for Solomon. And by the way, Mike 5 is not hot.
I have it turned on.
You want to double check that, or?
On standby?
There you go. Rookie move!
Sorry, I thought that was all
before.
And hang on here.
Sorry.
No worries at all.
Solomon changed.
Quick.
It's been a rough week for Solomon. He grew a lot of hair in the past week.
It's been a good week for Solomon. It's been a rough week for Solomon.
Quarantine will do that to you.
His stats are strength 18.
Okay.
Dispel magic on the silence. Thank you so much for that, Steve. All right.
We were close. Wisdom 13.
Okay.
So we're going to get started here, and a couple shout-outs while everybody's going. First of all, our sponsors, as always.
Right, and then
not only Dragon Crafting Guild with these amazing dice trays. We're always thankful to John. New stuff coming from Dragon Crafting Guild. But then, of course, Frederica Draws, who does all the artwork for all of our streams. And on Tuesday night, we'll be unveiling the artwork she did for our giveaway 2 weeks ago. It's incredible. Also, our new player has new artwork for Greyhawk Awakening. That's going to be Tuesday night. Don't miss that. 5 o'clock Central. And then also a huge thank you to our longtime friend, Atris Minis. And you're going to start seeing that logo pop up again. He's sponsoring us for the remainder of the year, and he's got some amazing stuff that's going to be coming up in the following weeks. So thank you to Atris Minis. Also, shout outs to all of our friends, Lord Gasumba, Jay Scott, and his whole channel, Greyhawk Online. Orth Journal. What are you laughing at the chat?
Pat.
It's always Pat. What's his? All right, so you may have noticed Solomon, the player for Solomon, is not here today.
Nope.
He's a bit under the weather, and we're just being a bit cautious. But he's going to be substituted today by the amazing Chris, or C-Cars, as you've seen him on our chat. And he is going to do an admirable job, I'm sure. And you may see more of him on upcoming streams. So thanks for being with us today, Chris.
Sorry. I'm paying attention to the stats in the app here.
We're doing numbers.
No worries. A little last minute prep. Yeah, thank you for that, Steve. I appreciate it. He'll get better. He's going to be fine. All right, so a couple quick notes. I mentioned the sponsors, and one of them that I want to just draw specific attention to today is, of course, our newest sponsor, which is Dice Envy. Because you can never have enough dice. And they have sent us some really cool stuff. So, as you know, we gave away a set of the Omega dice on Tuesday. And we have a new set of dice that we're giving away today to one of our players. So, the most frequent winner of the stream MVP, and also, coincidentally, my wife, so yes, I'm being cautious here, has earned an incredible set of these. These are the Inkwell dice from Dice Envy. And so those will be played today in session. Hopefully the rolls are good.
These?
If not, yeah, you gotta. They're so cool. You gotta hit them in the lights. They're not attuned. You have to attune them. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll them in my hands.
Right, and so.
Maybe not cursed. Hopefully these dice are not cursed. Okay, so thank you to Dice Envy, and we may, just maybe, give away one of these guys today. Let's see how we do. So this is one of their Ebony Monster D20s. So to compare this to a normal D20, you see the difference here. This Monster D20 maybe a giveaway today, depending on how the stream goes. And,
I like big die. I cannot lie.
I've always wanted one of these.
Where's
Liar's dice.
Where's okay? Gracie's what? 19.
all right, and then last
Oh, a
announcement.
19 on my first roll. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't forget, we have virtual Greyhawk Con coming up October 2nd through October 4th. Wow, I'm so excited. Blue Box will be featured on 2 streams. We have one on Friday, which is an open stream. We'll have sign-ups, so if you want to play, hit us up on our Discord. We'll pop the Discord creds in a minute. But definitely, if you want to, let us know if we have enough slots available. You could join me and play with Blue Box on Friday, October 2nd. Then Sunday, October 4th, we have the Greyhawk Awakening campaign. Special thank you for the sub, Jay. We appreciate that. We have the very cool Greyhawk Awakening campaign special session on Sunday, October 4th. And so you definitely want to be here for that as well. So mark your calendars and rock and roll. Exactly. Okay. D30 size. It's like D100 size. It's huge. Anybody remember the old D100s? They were like
Bernie
impossible
Falls.
to actually roll.
It's almost round.
Yeah.
I've been to Bernie Falls, Steve.
well, yeah.
Lived in California.
He knows. Yeah. That's guy. He's up there. Same place.
Oh.
Hey, thank you for the cheer, Camelise.
He
Okay.
had this one though, right?
So let's come back to what happened last time.
Oh goodness. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
No worries. Take your
Miss
time.
this.
We're all adapting.
You good for right?
Exactly. Ping pong size D100s.
I can start and while she's
Okay,
doing
go
that. So what happened last time was
I would put one in.
we were kind of in the midst of combat, if I remember correctly,
What about
and last time whenever I threw
and then
the
that's
fire.
it for this level?
Yeah.
Flashes
Or there's the
it
end of the
all.
last session or the beginning of the one before. Either way, yeah. So
So we fought some. Oh no, the last session started with the big ogres. So we fought some big ogres and everyone survived. I don't think anyone went unconscious in that
No.
one. Someone had a really high D20 crit roll, if I remember correctly. Was that Solomon? I think
On what?
someone
session.
critted the ogres.
Cade
Cade.
critted the big guy and
I
sword
did.
up through his.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was only a 35 as far as the crit. He was had already been severely injured.
But I still got the
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
And
Don't
then
deny that.
there was some arguing amongst the group for a very long time, and then as we were arguing, and there was a lot of slapping being done by Cade on Caven, and
Just pick some.
I need him to live some more so I can do some more slapping.
conferring over any possible torture methods that we could do on Caven.
He's at that. All the rest
Irida
of us
slipped away and started walking away with Caven. And
she went on a holy rant.
yes,
as was
and
said.
was kind of bickering back and forth with Ixen. And then we stopped by the party, kind of like following behind Irida as she walks away from Fort Rannick.
She was not pleased.
Oh, and then I was trying to stop them from following her, so I Tanglefoot bagged Solomon.
Right.
Okay.
Charge.
Was it Solomon? It was
No,
Solomon.
it was Solomon, yeah. So Solomon was running out, you Tanglefoot him. And I love that. So,
Next.
well said, Cade. Cade wants Caven to live a little bit longer so he can keep slapping him. That's all right. And then let's go ahead and let's do an introduction of all the players. So give me your race, your class, your level, and then something you'd like us to know about your character, and we'll start with Cade.
I should be a level 9 swashbuckler, but he has not allowed us to level up yet. But I am a level 8 swashbuckling pirate. I love rum, wenches, and gold, and I want to get Caven so I can keel haul him. Oh, actually, he's not even a pirate, so I'll just slap him around.
Next.
I'm Ixindatrix. I'm a level 8 human alchemist, and I cause destruction to everything that comes around me.
Yes.
It's true.
You do.
All right, and so we're going to come over here to Solomon. And Solomon, tell us about your character.
I am Solomon Frost, a level 7, I believe. Cavalier.
He will be 8 after we rest.
Yes, filling in for our good player Seraphim today.
Let's give Chris a hand. Short notice, stood in. We really appreciate that. And then last but not least.
Yeah, so I am Irda Lienril. I am a level 8 Asimar Skald, and I will be a level 9 something after we rest. But yeah.
Okay, I like that. A little drama. All right. So, with no further delays, we will begin. And look at that, 11 minutes after the start. Not bad. I think we're getting a bit better. And we're going to go to the battle cam here. And so, as we begin, we have Irda. You have tracked down Caven outside. As he's running, he hears your footsteps behind him. He pulls up and stops. What? Leave me be!
You do not need to be left alone, sir. You need to come with me. Now.
No, they're all crazy and then horrible things. That pirate, the strange one with all the flasks, he wants to kill me. He's evil, I tell you, he's evil.
Yes, I'm pretty
I'm
sure I'm aware of
Craven, Caven perhaps, but I'm not evil.
You let a bunch of people die. I believe you are also kind of not making great arguments for who's evil and who is not. But you're coming with me. I'm not taking you back in there. We're going back to Turtleback Ferry. You need to face justice.
Okay, we'll pause there. Let's go back inside
Did I not follow?
the keep. No, you were still inside the keep. So we're going to come back here to the inside.
Wasn't I slapping Caven?
Yeah, you were, but then he ran off.
And I knocked you out of the
Yeah.
way as I ran after him.
So hang on for this super amateur cam adjustment, but it'll work. And so again, for our viewers, just recognize we have Captain Cade Cardinal here, we have Ixindatrix here, we have Jakardros here, and then Solomon is right here.
Okay.
Vale is here, and then dead bodies abound. Yes.
I have a question. Why would I be here if I was slapping him inside here?
No, you're right. You should be up here, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you're right next to Solomon. Solomon's had his feet tangled. It's also grabbing you. Your feet are being tangled.
Later.
So what do you do?
Son of a sea biscuit!
Diplomacy.
I untangle myself, and I untangle Solomon.
All right. So you start hacking away at the vines. Go ahead and roll d20 for me, please.
I would put it there. And
No.
give one more.
We're using the new dice from Dice Envy. A 9. I could
Okay.
probably hack through it.
All right. And let me see your
His feet are.
saves real quick.
Okay, so.
Okay. Actually, you pull one of your feet out. Another vine wraps around your left leg. You turn to start hacking at Solomon's, and more vines are catching you. So you are firmly entrenched. Ixin, you see this happening. Irda has fled, and you see your Tanglefoot Baggins has now grabbed both Cade and Solomon.
Why did the Tanglefoot us?
Do you have toughness?
Are you talking to me?
Why'd you Tanglefoot us?
So you wouldn't chase after
You
her?
speak up.
Why?
Yeah, persuasive.
Because
Because why?
we don't need her.
I need to slap Caven around a little bit more. I wasn't finished with him. I need to make him pee his pants just a little bit more.
Then go chase after her.
I can't, I'm tangled!
I meant to tangle Solomon, not you.
All right, so you're arguing with him as these vines wrap around your legs and grip you. Jakardros moves forward. What insanity is this? How can we be against one another when there are horrible creatures in that tower? I don't understand you. He looks you dead in the eyes. Are you villainous, sir?
No. Why would you think that?
You fight against your own party. Those who have brought you here. We have greater enemies than those that surround us here.
When did I do that? Remind me.
Untangle me, you steep biscuiting fool!
It just has to dispel.
But when if an ogre comes, I'll dead meat! Get me out of this!
So remind me, when did I?
When you did as you have done here, you have captured our own. You bit the lip from a man who was with us in this party, as wicked as he is. It was torturous.
Why not slapping him around?
That's just a wee bit of fun.
Slapping him around and telling him all the terrible things he was going to do with him later on his ship, and even cutting him a little bit, if I remember correctly. What about those times? Is it just
Irda, we come back to you.
Sorry.
What?
Music.
We're almost there.
Get me out of the vines.
Wherever he's at is okay. All right. So, as you are arguing with Caven,
Basically. Yes.
you see suddenly the light around you goes a bit darker, as though clouds have come over the sky. As they do, you see Caven. He looks up. What is that?
Do I sense anything that feels extremely unusual? Like, can I get a sense of, like, does this feel not natural to me?
You feel a sense of overwhelming evil. Something is happening.
Yeah, and so she's going to look, and I'm going to bring my flute up, and I'm actually going to start playing my raging song, so that the wings come out.
Okay.
And I'm just preparing myself for whatever is coming. And I'm kind of going to put Caven behind me, like in a protective stance, because I still, want to see this through, so.
All right, so Caven actually has no problem with you interjecting yourself in front of him, and he kind of cowers behind you, and you hear a rustling coming through the trees.
Can I see if I see anything?
Go ahead and roll d20 and have your perception
Can
for me.
Solomon roll to untangle us, please?
12 plus perception is a 29.
29. You see not only a disturbance in the trees, as you're looking off into the forest, you see several of the pines and maples, their leaves start shaking. There's a wind that starts to blow, and you see a figure come floating, not walking, floating through the trees. As it gets closer, you see it holds a scepter in one hand. It is. I need you to make a. I'm gonna have you make a morale check. So roll d20 and add your charisma for me, please.
Okay.
I should have been adding stuff to my morale.
My charisma stat or just the bonus?
Just the bonus, yeah.
10.
Okay. You feel your bowels begin to quake as water. You see, and I don't have a pick, but I'll hold up the mini. You see this incredibly evil-looking skeletal creature as it floats through the trees. It has blades crisscrossed across its back, a skeletal face with bits of flesh still clinging to it, and skin that dangles from jowls. As it floats through the trees, it comes inexorably towards you.
Now, because I'm raging, does that, fear affect me at all?
It didn't, you did not fall victim to the fear.
Okay.
So it floats out from the trees. Where are you, my child? It looks over at you and Caven almost dismissively and waves a hand. Go ahead and roll d20. I need you to make a will save DC 29.
Okay, so will 29. I'm gonna roll this at advantage.
Okay.
Thankfully right now because I'm raging, my will is a plus 14. Okay, natural 20. I'm good.
Okay. As you see, as he does this, Caven, he goes still, and the creature continues to move forward, apparently not having noticed you at all. You coming. Hold on. What? Come
He wants to torture him.
So you,
Love it.
and we'll come back to you in a second. You see this same thing. You see the clouds darken the sky. Everything suddenly, wind picks up, and there is an eeriness all around.
Solomon, hack this stuff away! Can he roll, please?
All right, Solomon. So you hear Cade shouting at you to hack these tanglefoot vines off your feet.
Okay, so I will do so.
Okay, go ahead and roll d20 for me.
7.
No! This is terrible!
All right, you're hacking away, but as quick as you're hacking, the vines continue to rise up. Ixen, what are you doing?
Ixen, get these off
Do I
us!
see him? Or hear him?
You see what's happening. You feel what you would expect you might feel, but you don't see anything yet.
I sort of look at Cade and I smile. I say, "It's happening."
Arr,
And I brush her shoulder.
Ow! Why?
shoulder.
What are you doing, man?
I smile.
Less than a man, get off me!
You can't slap my hand away. You must roleplay tangled.
Well, her hands are tangled.
My hands are...
I thought you said.
I got one! I got my
foot.
club hand!
He only has 1 foot. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So she bats your hand away.
With my club!
He bet you. We're your kids. I usually never
All
struggle
right.
with that.
So Irda, as the being floats forward, you see the skeletal head. He pauses a moment, and the skeletal head pivots towards you. Hey, spicy one. I think you should stand still. He reaches in his robes.
I'm going to hold on. Sorry.
I say,
Phantom.
I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to lift my flute to my mouth, and I'm going to cast Court of Shards, which is a spell that is used from my flute that sends out 2d6 in a cone-shaped burst, 15-foot range. I think he's close enough.
He is. Yeah, you're right there. 15 feet.
And use that to send those sharp, shards towards him.
Okay.
It looks like razor sharp crystalline shards that I direct right.
I'm
to him.
walking through this as it's happening.
Yeah. All right.
And
you walk through the portal. You throw the shard. The magical energy extends from your hands. You see the shards shoot out.
It comes from my flute.
And from your flute.
Yeah.
As they burst out from your flute, you hear the melody of your flute warp into this strange sounding cacophony. As the shards get within about 5 feet of this floating figure, they just drop to the ground with a crystalline sound tinkling, and you feel this melodic sound emanating and then turning to this horrible cacophony. From the robes, it flips something. You see a small piece of rope that swirls. As it comes towards you, I need you to make another reflex save. This will actually be a DC 32.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
As it's only about this big. It's a little piece of rope, about this big.
There's no way I can save from this. I'm not even gonna roll this because I only have a +4 to my reflex.
But nat 20 always saves.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll do it at advantage again.
You feel an energy and a power you have never sensed before. This is
No.
no nat 20.
No.
The rope, you kind of pull away. It strikes you, and you see it suddenly spiders out. It extends and grows. it wraps around you, and you're constricted physically by the rope.
Can I let myself go?
All right.
I just want to say, as she's struggling, just like the wings in her eyes, that it's just more vibrant and more bright, like shining off of her as like waves of rage just emanate off of Irda.
All right. So as she does this, the rage and the light, it begins to illuminate the area more brightly. The creature.
So precious are you.
It kind of extends a hand. Even though he's 15 feet away, you can almost feel skeletal fingers caress your cheek, and a nausea waves through your body as it floats toward Ixen. You stand in the doorway of the palisade, and yes. Okay, hold on. And everybody, I need Cade, I need Solomon, and then Vale and Jakardros will all make saves. That same DC 29 will save. You see the creature waves skeletal fingers and an aura.
DC 29.
Yeah. So okay, yeah.
If anybody can hear my raging song, that is my ally still, they can take the bonuses.
Okay.
So if you want to take the bonuses, just so you know, because you haven't been here. It's a +4 to your strength, so you would just temporarily, so it would become a 24, so that affects your modifier, your strength modifier. So you would temporary, so +4, not -4.
Oops, yeah, wrong way.
+4 to strength. +4 to Constitution. Yep. +4 to will saves. Yep, there's a temporary +4.
Just roll.
And
Yeah,
then
go ahead and roll.
-1 to your AC, okay?
2. All right. You feel an invisible force constrain you, even as the vines still tangle your legs.
Oh, let me go, Ixen!
Your mouth seizes even as you're talking. Jakardros. Similarly, Vale rushes forward. I will slay you! As he rushes forward, he seizes and stops in place.
Oh, nope.
Oh my gosh.
He did save.
We need better rolls.
All right. In a matter of moments, all of you, with the exception of Irdra, are frozen by invisible magical means. Irdra, you are
Irda.
Sorry, you are frozen by a rope that tangles you about, and you see this creature. It looms in front of the portcullis. Come, my son, and beckons toward Ixen.
Master. Master, we finally meet. And I walk towards him.
All right. So you all see this. You see Ixen. Is he inside there? I can't see. Yeah. Ixen emerges from the other side of the portcullis, and he stands before the skeletal creature, which does not, in fact, fall off, but actually floats above. As each of you are frozen, Ixen stands before him, and the creature looks down and waves a hand in benevolence toward him.
I can still speak though, because I'm just bound by the rope.
Yep.
Ixen, I knew it! I knew we could not trust you! How could you do this to us?
The look feeds me, Master. Laughing and the crying feeds me. Her rage feeds me.
Of course it does, my son. This is ever the way. Follow me. You will have great power, as I have promised.
I will follow. Ever. Have I done well?
He looks around.
It's a good beginning. There is much yet to be done. This is a pittance of what will come.
I told you they would be fun to mess with. Thank you for not killing them right now.
Ixen, if it is the last thing I do, I will kill you with my bare hands.
So you look around. So everyone's frozen. Only Irda is able to speak. Everyone else is just seized. You too, yes.
I'm glad she can speak, Master. I love hearing her pain. I've been waiting on this day for quite a while now. He smiles. I feel bad. Okay. May I have a word with him, Master?
Oh, some taunting. Always good for the lack of soul. Do not tarry.
And he kind of floats toward the edge of the forest and waits.
Well, I kind of want Irda to hear this too, so I grab her by the rope and kind of just drag her into the middle of the portcullis and into the courtyard.
All right.
Is he, like, are you pulling me with you, like, facing me?
No, I'm kind of like grabbing you by your, like, the back of the rope behind your head by the neck.
You Caven, who stands right next to you, you did not think that he had any more in his bladder, but apparently he did. And you see another fresh puddle come out from beneath his feet. As you start dragging Irda, you feel Ixen pull you by the collar, and even with his weak arms, you cannot resist as he starts pulling you.
Can I turn my head back towards him?
Yeah, your head is free.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn towards him and look in his face. She's gonna narrow her eyes, and then she's gonna go and spit right in his face.
Big chunk of spittle hits your cheek.
I go like,
All right, he keeps dragging you toward the portcullis, and soon he splits between Cade and Solomon. Solomon and Cade, you both see this as you're trying to move, utterly helpless. You see Ixen comes inside Fort Rannick, and he's dragging a violently struggling Irda who is bound not by invisible coils, but by visible coils of rope around her.
I then slowly, you kind of see he kind of floats up too, and his wings have to move less than usual, and he kind of just glides across, grabs Caven, and pulls him in as well.
All right, soon you have the entire party, Jacardros, Caven, Vale, all struggling. Cade, Solomon, Irda. Only Irda can speak.
It was never tried to hide it that hard. I look at Cade. I put my finger to Cade's lips.
Oh. Go ahead, roleplay it. Go ahead, roleplay it.
Roleplay it?
Yeah. let him. You can't move.
And then I say, I almost changed because of you, Cade. But then you betrayed me. And you reminded me of why I would never trust one. Threw me under the bus of the party. You abandoned me when I thought we were palace. Now, I will give you the option to join me.
You gotta speak up a little bit because the
Okay.
sounds. I'll turn the sounds down some more, but you gotta speak up a little.
I will give you the option to join me on my quest
Don't do it.
to power. If not, I will take back what I once gave you. The choice is yours. I look at Solomon. Solomon, I like you, but you are quite daft.
Tongue is full of poison and lies. Do not listen to him. You are a demon.
Not quite, but close.
You very well may be.
I look at Solomon and I say, we had some good times, Solomon. But you as well made me feel little and alone to Ida's poor leadership. She made poor decisions throughout our adventures, and you decided to trust her instead of me. So I feel no wrong for betraying each and every one of you. The looks on your faces please me. Yes, they make me very happy. Happier than I felt in a long time. Especially this one. I kind of
His eyes train on you.
and I stroke like a hair behind her ear.
She just tries to like bite at him.
She snaps at your fingers.
And you, Ida. Oh my. The confusion you have of someone you think you're doing right and good, yet you are so twisted and confused and ignorant. You are so self-centered.
Yes. You know me so
Yo.
well, Ixon. The person who healed you over and over again. To save your life. You son of a...
So you just admitted yourself your ignorance. How you've been used. You healed me not as to show me grace. You healed me just out of
You
your own
wouldn't
power.
know grace if it spat in your face.
Well, I'm not the one to decide that, and neither are you.
You feel a tugging at your ear. You look over on your shoulder. You see Ray. He's looking at you, and he seems confused.
I look at Ray and I say, "This is what we've been planning, little Ray. You must trust me." And then I say, "But I must thank you, Cade." And I pull out the book of the Lich that we found in Foxglove's Manor. This is how I found him. Ray, this is what we've been training for. This is the power we will yield. You must trust me, little king. That is your name, you will be a king.
All right, roll diplomacy, please.
I'm rolling this at advantage.
Okay. No, you can't roll anything yet. Sorry, you are under so just so no one thinks this is like you. Okay, OOC. This is a lich. This is the most powerful, factor of 10 creature you have ever seen. The arcane power that binds you now is beyond mortal ken. You are utterly helpless beneath its spell.
22.
You see Ray. He looks at you and a tiny little tear drops down his goblin cheek. And he just drops his head, but he does not fly off your shoulder.
It will be okay. You will see the light as I have. And I stroke his head.
Kind of pulls away a little
look at
bit.
Rory.
But
Can
he
I
stays
can I
on your
look at
shoulder.
Rory?
You could you can move your eyes, yes.
I try to make contact with Ray.
I
With me eyes.
I look at
I need
Cade.
another goblin.
I look at Cade.
Can I look at Ray?
I look at Cade and I
Where?
say, "Have you made your decision yet?" No. You see him pull out a dagger slowly.
Oh my god!
All right, Yirda, you see this as well. Solomon, your back is kind of, you can't really see what's happening, but you can hear this going on behind. And Cade, just sort of without moving.
Let me look at Ray! Let me look at Ray!
No, you can't look.
He pulls out
Your
the
head is
dagger
completely frozen.
slowly.
Slowly?
He goes out to the arm he once created. He points in on the lightning bolt that was there.
Oh no.
He slices through a little bit.
What do I feel? Do I feel something?
Oh yeah, you feel pain. Yeah,
But
pain.
it's a
Pain shoots through your arm.
Pushes in a little deeper. He slices off the arm.
Thunk! You know, your dagger is sharp, but the first blow doesn't do it.
Oh my gosh!
So he has to hack and hack and hack. He hits bone, saws through it.
PG-13 to R violence!
And soon blood is spurting out of your arm.
I take one of my fire potions and then I cauterize.
Fire burns the wound closed. Your arm drops to the ground.
You had your choice. No. You had your choice. I go to Solomon.
He's never gonna recover from this one.
I take Solomon's blade from his hands.
Oh my soul.
Oh no!
You see Solomon's eyes, even though he's completely frozen, you see they dilate and
I can see it. I can see your heart through your eyes. I take the sword. I go to the. Where's the pot of stew?
oh, that was inside here. There's a well here, and then inside this structure is where you saw the stew being boiled.
Well, actually, I take out the big pot I used to make her arm, and kind of put it in there.
Well, I mean, the sword it's a good
it's
4
long,
feet
okay.
long, jagged, serrated edge. You know, you can kind of like tip it in the pot. Yeah, you're not
Actually,
gonna.
I take his sheet and I put it over my waist.
All right, so Solomon, you see he pulls your precious blade, captured from Thistletop, your most prized possession. He pulls it from your body, takes your scabbard, slings it over his shoulder.
Oh, OC Seraphim's so mad at you.
Might be good that he's not here today.
And then I look at Irda. Proper justice. Proper justice. That's what you want, correct? I position Caven to where he's right in front of her face.
All right, so Dixon now has Caven right in front of Irda there. So let me pull up. So you see Caven, this normally jocular and lighthearted
Not a pirate!
figure, not a pirate. He's frozen. His eyes are wide. He continues to empty what must be a prodigious bladder over his feet.
I just look into his eyes for a second. He takes a deep breath. This is tough.
It's your choice.
I take a deep breath. He makes sure he looks back at Irda and smiles. Then he takes spoon he uses, scoops out both of his eyes.
Oh my!
Okay, all right. Put the children to bed here on Blue Box. Didn't know where that was going. All right, it's the game.
Oh,
it's yeah. All right, so you see this happening, Irda, right in front of you. He literally scoops the eyes out of Kaven's head
And then he puts
as he is helplessly
and then he
paralyzed.
puts it in a flask.
Listen, if you have not yet sealed your fate this day, I vow to Serenray and every god in the heavens that I will be your downfall.
That's good talk, but you are much less powerful than me, and even you know that.
You underestimate me greatly.
Can you even move your toes?
Yes.
That's it.
Just fine in my boots.
Right now, can you wave at me? I could kill you right now if I wanted to.
Because her hands are bound, like, which way? Like, down or up?
So they're kind of like
To my
tucked to your side. Yes.
She has her fingers free right now, so she's just gonna flip him the bird from the one, from the one hand she has.
One defiant gesture from beneath the ropes. You also hear a voice in your head, Ixon, no one else hears this.
Do not tarry, my child.
He then gives the flask of the eyeballs to Irda, places it right beside her. Any last words? I enjoy it. Before I go. I'm not going.
You can do as you wish.
No. See, actually, he speaks up again. He goes, see, at first, my master had suggested we kill you once this day came, but I figured it'd be fun to play with you all a little bit. Watch you torture each other. See, in order for me to be fully accepted by him, I had to split the party. I had to turn you all against each other. And that I did. Your rage, Kate, was beautiful. He strokes his nub. You slapping Caven and taunting him and thinking of all the ways to torture him made you such a proud apprentice of mine. For you would not have done that without me in this party. Thank you for giving me that joy.
By the way, OOC, this is a mother and son here, so don't think there's anything like, we are very careful here at Blue Box. We would never allow anything that would make another player uncomfortable at all. This is all fine mother and son discussion here. All right, move on.
Yeah, and then look at Solomon. I say, you too, Solomon. I've seen your rage grow and your hate come different than what you were at the beginning. There was sort of an innocence about you that endeared me towards you, but now I like what I see out of you. Now look at you there. You have shown the most progress of all. Such a benevolent and graceful leader at first is what you presented. I saw the real you. But you've changed. You cannot deny that. Walking out on your party and figuring it was good to serve proper justice to an irrelevant man known as Caven because of your rage towards your party, you'd abandon them in Fort Rennick. You have done well, my child. Very well.
And as Irda continues glaring at him, I'm going to cast a message, send it to him quietly,
Okay.
and I will say, I'm going to do this out loud. So
Sure, yeah, but
you guys
he
don't
gets this in his head, yep.
do not sleep. I will be coming after you every moment for the rest of your days.
I've one. That will be your goal for the rest of your days. You won't think about anything else. You'll just be thinking of me every time you lay your head to rest. Me, my smile, my grin. Me taking the arm of Cade. Me taking the eyes of Caven. You'll be thinking that. And that gives me peace. All the peace that I need. So thank you. Thank you. I feed off your rage. I will go in peace now. You see, he disappears.
All right, and you're to just test your mic real quick because someone was asking if
Hello?
it went out. No,
Can you
looks.
It flipped down a little bit. So
Okay, yeah. All right. You see then with that, Ixen floats out and vanishes. There are a few more seconds, and then you feel the rope uncoil from you. It shoots through the portcullis, and Ixen and the creature both vanish, and all you hear are the screams of Caven.
Oh my goodness.
I lost me arm again!
I'm going to go to Cade and I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on Cade.
All right, you move over to Cage.
Cure moderate wounds! I lost me arm again! Who loses 2 arms in a lifetime? The same arm!
I'm doing this silently while Cade complains.
So we asked Chris to come and play Solomon today just to see if there'd be frozen. Great roleplay, Chris. Well done.
13 points of healing.
So you get 13 points of healing
I'm
back.
hoping to close the wound.
Yeah, it's closed. It was already cauterized. Now the healing closes it, but you now have a stump, and you see where the bottom part of your arm fell. It breaks into its constituent parts. You see worms and bits of flesh and things just sort of burrowing into the earth.
Me Parisian rum! Me Parisian rum! I wasted me rum! I'll get you for taking me rum!
Solomon, your precious blade. You battled hard for it. You earned it from Malfeshnakor, and it has been stolen from you.
I don't know what other weapons. I mean, he has like a whole menagerie of weapons, but I don't know what they are, so I don't know what he's holding can hold at this point. But
Sorry, OOC.
Sure.
I don't recall from previous sessions.
Yeah.
Has this area been cleared of anything?
There are
something
still
in the tower.
creatures inside this tower here.
but that's it.
So I pull. I don't know. I pull something out of my bag. A weapon. I can't.
Yeah, so you have a
Other
pole arm.
blades and-
Pole arm.
Yeah, and you have a long sword.
Alright. So he just pulls his pole arm out.
Okay.
And he's traitor. It just starts beating the side of the house with the pole arm. Just angry. He doesn't know what else to do.
Thunk, thunk. You just see Solomon, the first real fit of rage that you've seen from him as he slams this pole arm against the side of the structure inside the keep.
Cade,
Caven, I don't know what to say. I just wanted to slap you, not put your eyeballs out.
He's just whimpering on the ground. He actually passes out.
Oh, poor
He's
guy.
bleeding.
Oh, I feel.
Vale, Jakaros, Shalelu, we need to go now. We cannot fight another day here, and we are...
Retreat.
For now, at least, let us regroup and prepare ourselves to fight another day. I have I can cast my tiny hut and we can rest, but we need to leave now before
Alright.
we risk losing anyone else.
And before we lose another arm, I need to go.
Just one more thing. As just a few minutes later, as time passes, Irida feels the spot behind her ear where he stroked her kind of stings a little bit, and she hears in her ear, "We will be in touch."
Just kind of shivers and like...
And if y'all can see, like right here, it's like a red line, kind of like what your lightning bolt looked like on your hand.
Arr, that's really tick jerks me off.
Do I recognize this magic? Since
I called him me mate. He was no mate. I was hoping that Ray would look at me and I could take that little thing off his shoulder.
You sense there is some sort of communicative arcane connection. It feels familiar, but nothing that you know specifically. You do see, though, and we're not role-playing this with you because you've already moved on, you do see, though, a diminutive figure comes wafting its way over the wall.
Ray! Ray!
And
Come here, boy!
Ray
Come here, Ray!
His little tiny face stained with tears.
Ray! Me shoulder! Me shoulder!
He lands right on your shoulder and hugs your neck.
Oh, little buddy.
Oh! Ray, you got a friend in me.
You just feel like his little body racking with sobs.
I got a pickle for you. Still have pickles. Give him a pickle.
You pull out a desiccated pickle you've been carrying in your pouch for many, many days.
It's extra pickled.
Pickledy pickle.
Jacardro says, I understand we need rest, but there may be men alive still in there. If there's any hope, I trust your judgment. I can ask you to do no more than you've done. Bale says, I will not stand by and watch my men tortured in similar fashion. He looks over at Caven. I have no pity upon you, traitor. And he walks toward the doors of the tower.
Oh, don't! Wait, there is a large creature in there, and it will kill you if you try to fight it alone.
He stops and turns around.
Please.
I hear what you say, and you have been nothing but noble despite what that traitor said. But we have men, we have friends in that
Should
tower.
we try to save them?
Every hour we wait, who knows what tortures they endure.
I got one arm to fight. I can give an arm for you.
I cannot imagine that it will do your men any good if you die this day.
All right, go ahead and roll diplomacy, please.
Um, 22.
He stops. He looks back over at you.
I do not know what we can account ourselves to have been if we let these men die, but I will heed your voice, Angel. You have been true to us. I just pray some will survive.
He kind of drops his head and walks back over towards you. Jacardros, he walks over to Caven. He pulls out a dagger.
I would end his suffering.
He looks around to see if any object. Seeing none, he thrusts a dagger right into Caven's skull. The traitor who had betrayed this entire death, created the death of many, 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 but suffered even beyond what most might think would be just. And he then twitches twice and falls still.
I feel bad for him.
Caven had a tough life, he really did.
I feel too. I only wanted to do the right thing.
Solomon, Cade, you see Irda cries. Vale and Jacardros, they just hold each other, kind of standing close together, and they speak not a word.
Sir, where do we retreat? Irda's not in a good way.
Not here.
Irda, where should we go? You need, I know you're sad. I know you're upset. But we need you to be strong because right now I'm feeling a little Not with losing me arm again. And
The tree line, the horses, they are there. We should go back to them and pull back to where the ogre creatures were. And perhaps that would be a good place. It's far enough where we can rest and I can disguise the hut.
alright. We go through.
Before we leave, Solomon is going to point the end of his spear at Ray.
Oh.
So you see the knight, he walks
Hey,
over,
now.
he holds the pole arm out, extends it toward Ray, who still clutches your neck and trembles. Ray doesn't even see him.
And how do we know that
Oh, he's...
you aren't going to report back to the traitor? Oh. And he kind of just lightly pokes Ray.
He like his head comes off your shoulder when this happens, and he retreats behind her neck. All you see is his tiny little hands around the front of her throat.
Alright, hold on, Ray. I take a look at him. Come here, it's alright. I look at him. Can I see if, like, he's got any...
You want to sense motive?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll d20. All right.
14?
14 and...
It's in her phone. Her sense motive is.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, thank you.
+6.
Okay. You see nothing but fear and sincerity in the eyes of Ray. He looks shaken to his core.
Can I tell? So, like, you know, he put the red mark or the, like... Is there anything on him, like where he could be tracking us through, Ray?
I mean, there's nothing that you see, although Solomon's words, I mean, they do ring as though they could be true, but you see nothing. There is no overt sign, nothing you can see.
He could be watching us through Ray's eyes, but maybe he didn't have time, and Ray flew off. I don't know.
I don't trust him.
But I sure like Ray. He's a good little buddy.
He scurries back on the other side of your neck.
I could have Ray and
I
parlay.
have a feeling
What do you think,
Ray
Erda?
is not the problem. And she pulls back her braid and shows the mark.
Oh dear. Well,
What is this magic that has been done to you? Vale says as he walks
I
over.
don't know. Exin touched me before he left here, and I heard him in my head that
He looks over. I have seen this witchcraft before. This is dark magic that has been done upon you. You may be in danger.
I called him me first mate.
he was the first something, alright.
First betrayer! That's what he is!
All right, so what's the party doing?
Let us go.
Going to the tree line.
All right, so you move out to the tree line. Everyone roll d20 for me, please. And just tell me your raw score.
Oh dear. 5.
18.
I trip as I head out.
12.
All right, so Irda, as you're ushering everyone outside of Fort Rennick through the open portcullis, blood everywhere, you step over the fallen body of Caven. You see both Vale and Jakardros and Shalelu, their heads all sort of hang low as you move outside. Something catches your eye. You turn over and again you see a figure peering at you from the top of the tower.
The same one from before.
This one looks like a young woman, and her eyes, even from this distance, look terrified. And with that, we're going to take a break. We're going to take
Bits
our
for
break
crits.
a little bit early.
Bits for crits.
Bits for crits. All right. So,
Bits for crits.
all right. So first of all, I feel the need for a disclaimer. We've had a lot of heavy episodes lately in different and it wasn't intentionally created this way. It's the way it's all happened. But like today in particular, these are touchy topics, and we hope we've dealt with them in a respectful way. This is something that the player for Ixen has been sort of moving toward, and there are dark subjects and dark topics. D&D is not all rainbows and sunshine and ponies, and this is something which also creates the greater sense of villainy, and you definitely have a villain here. It was funny, I think it was Pat66 who first said, and this was many, many weeks ago, probably 2-3 months ago.
No, there was in the first session we ever did. It was one of our viewers who hasn't been back in a while. It was what was
Trust
it?
an alchemist.
Yeah, he said never trust an alchemist. It was before she even started
Yeah.
playing. It was
Because I was watching that night. And
it was
I saw
Moody.
that. Yeah.
Moody 22 said
The
it.
big die. Yeah, well, I saw that. That's right. I
I don't
remember
have
that.
it.
The big die. Jordan has it.
Oh.
But then there was also, I thought it was Pat, but maybe somebody else that said it looks like Ixen is shaping up to be the BBEG.
That was Pat.
That was, yeah, I thought it was, and that was not a sure path. There was still a lot of questions. So none of this was pre-scripted. This was not a story arc which was already set in stone.
I hadn't pre-scripted this either. This
Where
is
did I
getting, like,
betray you?
You we got in a really bad.
Stay with us. We're going to give this
Tussle.
away.
One
I
time.
really, just for enduring today. This was a tough hour to sit through. I know this was pretty dark material. Not his dark materials, but pretty dark material. And we appreciate all our viewers and fans sitting with us through these heavy things. And we will give this away on the second half of the show. Sorry, go ahead.
We're talking about the one time when the player betrayed Ixen, kind of, and it was when
It was back at the end,
It was
right
back at the
after
end, yeah.
the stuff with the Mako.
yeah, and
Oh.
yeah, and you
Whoopsie.
turned on me pretty hard.
Not turned. You did sneak into our house.
All right, so before we go to break, I think all of our players need a few minutes to decompress from that as well.
Bits for crits. Change your tune, DM.
All right, we'll talk about that after the break. I know what you're referring to. We will give away, this is ebony wood. This is a oversized D20, so I hold it up here to a regular D20 so you can see. This is from Dice Envy.
I like big die and I cannot lie.
It's a wood die. It's an ebony D20. It's a monster. And it looks like it's a lot of fun. I want one of these, man. This thing is awesome. So we're going to give this away on the back half of the stream. Stay with us through the break. Go get a cup of coffee, take a deep breath, walk outside, kiss your kids, hug your dog, do something to put a little sunshine. We actually brought Chris in to subject him to this dark drama. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate it. And thank you to all of our fans. By the way, if you're watching today and you haven't given us a follow, we have one question for you.
What are you doing?
Or maybe a second question is, why are you subjecting yourself to this? Thank you so much for
Players need advantages.
watching. Box will be right back.
Yeah, I used a couple on that.
And we'll keep the mics hot. And it'll be a quick break.
Well, that was rough.
No kidding, Phantom. No, exactly, Blood Wild. I mean, no, hold on. Break's not going to be that long. Let me fix that. That's too long. But wow. You know, I knew kind of what was coming, but I didn't know how it would actually play out. And man, that was actually
R.I.P. Caven.
that was quite a bit darker than I thought it was going to be.
Marshall, so
Gives you good reason to hate, no doubt about it. That last performance by Ixen makes him a fantastic villain.
That'll work.
long sword. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
And then
So
he
stay
has a-
tuned, Dice Envy. We'll be giving away a huge D20, the ebony monster wood
If I can
D20
tell it is shield.
after the break. In the second half of the show, it's going to be a shorter show as well. So hang with us as long as you can. and we'll be probably
always
wrapping
weird.
up within the next
These are magical
hour,
ones.
little
Gotcha,
over an
gotcha.
hour.
So, like,
We have some
like-
fun coming though. Great show still to come. Thank you to all of our
started
fans.
using this, but I
I don't think I say this enough.
do it
I
enough, so-
appreciate
Yeah.
all of you. Really, from the bottom of my
I
heart,
literally
just
use
the
this for everything
viewership,
we
the
do, so
participation,
if
the
you come up with
subs,
this stuff, just let me know and I can
everything
walk
that
through
you
it.
guys bring to the channel, I
have so
really,
many
really
characters.
appreciate. So hang with us for a few minutes, and Blue Box will be right back. We'll leave the mics hot during the break.
It's a bit sad, actually.
Yeah, it was really sad. Like I figured it'd be more. It's fine. Like the mics are hot. I figured it'd be more like betrayal and anger. There was just a lot of sadness, just the way that all played out. But that's the game. You don't script this stuff, and you don't know how it's going to play out.
Well, there was betrayal and anger, and then Jordan just twisted the knife a little harder.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Daydream Tiger. No, he did.
Because
He
it was
kept
about
twisting,
the
he kept
pain.
twisting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stay with us. Some fun after the break.
Lost the arm
Thank
again.
you for the cheer. Hey, it's the thought that counts, man. I don't care what the number is. You're listening to me through other people's mics. My mic is off right now, but I don't care what the number is. Just really appreciate the contributions and all the chat. You guys are amazing. And stay with us through the break. We'll be right back.
Oof, I say. No, I don't want to do that. Hey, no.
Thanks for being a trooper.
Just sit there.
Be frozen.
Yeah. Be frozen. To be frozen and beat on the side of a house.
At least you didn't break his pole arm. I'm pretty sure he appreciates that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so then make sure to put your weapon in. So
Oh yeah. I
equip
gotta
them.
equip them. I forgot. Equipment. Main hand.
Long sword and offhand,
Offhand.
is your
The
shield.
shield and. Or actually.
He doesn't have a buckler.
Oh yeah. Armor. All right. That I'm assuming should be
I mean, he
good
has.
for today.
Hey, look! It's the right number. We did it right. Cool.
Cool. Hit points are touch high though.
Oh, subtract that down then. Go to your base hit points,
Base,
and
there
then
we go.
just subtract 26 from that number.
27.
Oh, wait, hold on. One thing, you still have the temporary bonus from my rage, so take
Oh,
all that
okay.
off, because that the constitution increase, it affects your hit
Right.
points. Because see, right now I have 121 hit points with my rage going, but when I'm not raging, my hit points are only a 103.
Gotcha.
So yeah, now you're back at 110. You're
Gotcha,
good.
okay.
Yeah, the rage
Cool.
bumps that up.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about rage. And because I'm a Scald, it doesn't work in the same way that like rages for barbarians work.
Yeah.
Because the barbarian rage, they take exhaustion after their rage ends, up to a certain level, and then they don't anymore. With the Scald, though, because of how my rage works, you don't get the exhaustion effects. It just is part of the song. It allows you to rage without being exhausted by the rage.
So with the rage, I had 126. So if you get to the end of an encounter and you're down to 26, I don't assume that you lose those 26 once the rage goes off.
It would, so in
Since
that,
you're
in that
up-
sort of case, I would be paying attention to, because I can heal as well, so I would be paying attention to Solomon and give him the
Right.
needs. Because I couldn't use it today, for example, but because I only have one spell left, but I have a level 3 spell called a Reviving Finale, which I cast that as my rage ends,
Right.
and it gives automatic 2d6 healing back to everybody who was affected by the rage.
That's what's funny. I was telling my wife today. She was like, she was asking me, "Are you nervous about today?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, because I don't know how his character works. I've not used it,
Yeah.
and I told her, I said, I might watch the show, but I watch for enjoyment. I'm not
Right.
sitting there going, so what does this character do and that character? Yeah, it's like, so it was like,
The
yeah.
cool thing is because you're playing with the Cavalier today, you'll actually understand Shorewind a little more when you watch him on Tuesdays now because he's also a Cavalier.
Oh, okay.
He's just
Yeah.
of a different order than Solomon.
Gotcha.
But yeah. But the Cavaliers are kind of cool. They're kind of more like Knights of the Round Table, like Arthurian type knights. Like they're bound by the codes of chivalry, and so they're typically lawful in their nature because
Gotcha.
of being bound by those codes.
Which has kind of made me wonder about Solomon at times. He's interesting. He's a
Yeah.
very interesting
Well,
character.
You know, I look at that as. Now I don't know what his actual alignment is. To me, it makes sense that a Cavalier would be more of the lawful,
Right.
alignment. But because of that code of chivalry, but that he could be neutral or whatever.
So that would have been a good question. If he had rolled a higher perception and saw the lady at the top, he would have been like, oh, no, we're going in.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I will show you because I'm not going to say it out loud, but
Oh, yeah.
this is where I'm landing now because of all of that.
Right.
But she also knows that they cannot do good with where they're at right now. And if they're going to be able to do the good thing, then they have to regroup. And
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the thing at the end of the day. It's like when it's not necessarily about doing the most reckless thing. You have to consider what's best for everyone.
Yeah.
It's the hard part. And that's why she feels like she failed everybody. I feel like my tablet has gradually slid over further and further. I'm excited that you got to come play with us today.
Yeah. Really interesting to see where the party goes from here too.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm actually very curious.
no more Ixon, but Cade's still random.
Yeah, Kate is still a bowl full of chaos.
No doubt. All right, so we are up on time. Give us just another moment, please. We got a player still coming down, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Kind of wondering when we're gonna get to wrap up the fourth age too.
Oh, I know, right? Still in the middle of the fight with the Dracolich. It's
Where we should all be dead anyway.
just shooting sunbeams at it, like, please die, please die. I think I might be the only one that's done any damage to it so far.
It's significant for sure. I mean,
Oh, well, no, because
I think.
the dragon did some.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Glenfear.
Yeah, Glenfear did at least a little bit, and then before she was killed. And I think
Edalus may have gotten some damage. I don't know.
I think Asimir might have as well.
I remember he tried to hit the
Stone
and flew 50 feet back.
Yeah. He ran away a little bit and then came charging back, hit the stone, and then back into where he had run to. Are they? Okay, I'm gonna go look at Discord. Let me see what this is.
All right, and we are back. And thank you so much for the patience. We appreciate the bits, the cheers, the follows. You guys are the best, and definitely a different show. I don't know how we've had all these dark topics of late. It's not intentional, as I said, but it's just where the stories are at. And certainly we appreciate all of our viewers kind of helping us through these processes. And I think it's been challenging, great role play. Wow, what fantastic role play. I mean, absolutely incredible. I think a particular shout out to Evelyn, who played Irda. The role play the last 2 weeks as she's dealt with these challenges has been insane. I don't know if you could catch it on the stream, but there were literal tears being shed here in the room as she felt the rage and the helplessness and the anger toward Ixen and what was happening. It was visceral, and I don't know how much that came through on the camera, but like we could feel it in the room. It was a powerful moment. So, all right. With all that said, could have a crossover, have Ixen and Kalakani. That's awesome, Steve. No, exactly. That's true. That's exactly true, Pat66. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started again. And a reminder that we have a huge D20 giveaway coming up in just a little bit here. We're going to end early tonight. And this is a monstrous ebony wood D20 from Dice Envy. Again, holding those up for comparison.
You know what? I should.
And we're going to give that out just a little bit. And I look forward. Also, everybody that won last week, everything's going to ship out tomorrow. We have a few shipments that need to get out, and we're a little bit behind, so we'll get that all set up. And that is her theater. Yeah, that's exactly right, Pat. All right.
Was it Pat who wants the purple shirt?
Yes.
Got it in the mail.
Yeah. Purple shirt is in the mail, Pat.
No, it's already here.
Oh, okay. We'll be
already got it.
All right. So, we'll resume, and we go to night, and the sun falls. The party is outside the walls of Fort Rannoch. Do not adjust your cameras. And you hear the sounds, but you're now inside the tiny hut. And so everything feels safe and protected.
And the horses were fine, right?
Yep, all the horses are there, unbothered.
I was worried. All right.
And you're in the tiny hut. So
I cast my tiny hut.
Solomon, first chance you've had to breathe through all of this. Jakardros and Vale, the two other, these are black arrows from Fort Rannoch. Jakardros wants a leader here. He is clearly distraught for his men. Vale, the swarthy, dark-skinned warrior wielding two massive axes, broods in the corner, clearly disturbed by what might be happening to his men. But all of you are now inside of this strange magical construct that Irda has created.
That did not go as planned.
No, I can definitely say that it did not.
I really didn't think you'd do that. I thought he's weird. A betrayal?
I could feel something for the longest time, but I was stupid.
I'm sorry, Ray. Little buddy.
Clearly, none of us are all that good of a judge of character.
He took me a Varisian rum.
As you say this and you say, Ray, little buddy, Ray, again, you felt him do nothing but tremble. He cuddles close to you. Thank you for the cheer, Phantom, so much. That gives advantage. Let us know who you want that advantage to go to.
Thank ya.
And so it's going to be, sorry for those of you that already typed it. I hadn't put the giveaway up yet. So it's Dice Envy. So DICE.
That brings up the command for Dice Envy's.
So don't do that, all right?
do that.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
Don't listen to the DM.
Don't listen to the DM. He doesn't know.
He's steering you wrong, folks.
Okay, big D20. All right, all lowercase, big D20.
Thank you, Phantom, for the advantage. I appreciate it.
Oh, very nice. All right, so BIGD20. BIGD20. I'll type it in the chat so you can all see.
Varsavir got it.
Yeah, you got it. That is the giveaway. Type that in the chat and you will be registered for the giveaway. All right, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt the roll call. Let's continue.
Can I win it?
No.
Alright. Is there, so with Ray, didn't Ixen does he have any special abilities, or did Ixen give him everything?
No, so you see Ray, as you look at him on your shoulder, he still has a cloak. He has several potions lining it. He's got a bow and a quiver of tiny little arrows.
Aww.
If you're new to the show, Ray is an 8-inch tall construct that looks a bit like a goblin, but has wings, and was the familiar for Ixen. But at Ixen's betrayal, the familiar left Ixen. Even though he was a goblin, there was something in his nature which would not abide by what Ixen was doing.
Oh, see, he was part. He used Solomon's hair, didn't he?
That's exactly right.
It
Yep.
wasn't Solomon's,
Yep.
it was...
Was it mine?
No, it was the gnome. Or no, not
the
guy who died in the
rogue
pit.
type guy.
Oh, Thoven.
Thoven.
Thoven!
That's right, yes.
Okay, so he had a bit of human hair, to your
Yeah.
point. I think that's where you're going. Yeah, I like that. So yes, so there was some sensibility in him beyond just the goblin, which would not abide what he saw happening from Ixen, and he now sits on Cade's shoulder.
Our little buddy. So sorry. Cannot give you what Ixen gave you, but I can give you friendship and a friend in parley. The pigeon.
So you say this, and you see the tiny little Ray. He sits on your shoulder. You say parlay, and he goes.
Oh, no. Friend. Friend! Friend! No.
He looks very disappointed.
Yeah, pickles!
Do I see
Gonna give him another pickle!
Do I see this whole exchange
Yeah,
happening?
you see everything. You see
I'm
your hut. Yeah,
just gonna turn to Ray and be like, we don't eat our friends, okay?
fish or friends,
No food!
Yeah, so you see this whole exchange, and Ray is clearly just he's distraught but happy to be with Cade, and even when Cade says this, he looks back over at Cade and he says, or he doesn't say
Oh, are we by the horses?
yeah.
Oh, I go out to me horse and fill me flask.
All right, you
Finally!
fill your
Excuse
flask
me. Come
from the
with me.
cask on the horse, and you now have a full flask of rum.
I had 2 flasks.
2
on me.
flasks of rum.
And I give Ray a little sip.
He like, as you give it to him, he grabs the nozzle on the flask and holds it and starts.
Oh! Oh!
No, so you're a bit late. He guzzled. You see, he's up.
Well, Ray, you better go to sleep, little buddy.
I think he's going to sleep really well right now.
Aye. But Ray, before you go to sleep, would you like a story? Because I have a story to tell. One night upon the seas, as the ship was rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I felt drunk, but I wasn't yet. A ship came sailing across. Thought it was a ghost ship, but it wasn't. You hear me, Ray? It wasn't. But I'll tell you, on that ship wasn't just any pirate. I tell ya, She was a looker, I tell ya. It wasn't a man pirate. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A pirate not being a man? But there she was at the helm. At the helm! As the ship was rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
As Kate is talking, thank you for the phone, Meg. You see Ray goes. He falls back off your shoulder and thunks onto the ground.
Poor little Ray. Put him down. I spied not just a woman. She was rough, rugged, wretched, but she was beautiful to look upon. And she was a pirate, for crying out loud. Oh, she went by. I called out. What were her intentions for my ship? Wasn't my ship at the time, but she did.
This tale goes long, Vale says. Give me some of that rum, pirate. It's all I can do to endure this tale.
Oh, here's some rum.
He snatches
Drink
it from your
enough
hand.
to hear some more.
Almost with a defiance, he guzzles about half the flask, hands it back.
Thank you. So, her ship. Close. It came close enough. That I said, woman, dare you play dice? She said, don't call me woman. Do you understand me? And I said, play me dice. So, she threw me the rope from her ship. And I swung over. But she wouldn't give me her name. We had to play for it.
So I am to understand you left the men of your ship to swing to another ship.
Would you not? For a beautiful woman.
You make a good point.
So, our ship stayed close enough. The rocking stopped. It must have been an act of God. So, played our first game for her name. And I lost. Crap. Lost me shirt. Then, played another game for her name. Would you know it? I lost me dagger. I was not having good luck.
So, let me get this straight, kid. You were playing for her name and she was playing for your clothes and equipment?
Never thought about it that way. I just kept losing clothes. So then, finally, played a third round for her name. Would you know it? She only gave me the first part of her name. Misty.
The name was Misty.
Just the first part. She said, I'll only give you one part of me name. Because you didn't say the whole name. You just said me name. She was a bargainer, I tell ya. She was a clever pirate. The cleverest I've ever met. So then, how do you think she got her ship being a woman? She took it over. Oh, gotta keep your wits about these people. About these wenches taking ships.
I don't know, kid. That sounds like something you would do.
Gade, are you sure this was not a dream that you had?
I told you I wasn't drinking, man. I was sober as a sea biscuit. So then, we played another round for her second name. I lost again. I lost a ring. So now I'm ringless. And that was on me arm that I had at the time, so I guess it doesn't really matter now. I would have lost it anyway. So then, I played another game. Misty Skies is her name. I tell you, I got her name. And then she said, get off me ship, you fool, and sent me back.
That sounds like a fake name to me, kid.
Misty Skies.
She said that name was Misty Skies.
She did.
I think she lied to you.
Crap.
If she even existed.
Oh, I know she existed. Her face is beautifully sketched into my brain. But I think you're right. I think I was bedoozled and bedazzled by a beautiful pirate.
I do not know what bedoozled means, but when you say that she was beautiful, what did she look like exactly?
Oh my goodness. The most beautiful. I don't know how she got this ship. She had to have just bewitched every man on that ship. The most beautiful, black. It was just flowing. Even when the ship wasn't rocking back and forth, the hair was just flowing. Just waving in the wind that wasn't even there. She had these black eyes. Just pierced into your soul. Darkest eyes I've ever seen. White, beautiful, pearly skin. I don't know how she kept it pearly in the sun. But somehow it must have been that big hat she wore.
Okay, if this woman exists, I will take her from you gladly.
I think you might have seen a ghost there, Kate.
Oh,
I think this is true.
Misty Skies might not be a real name, but she does exist. Oh, you know what? I think I got had by a pirate. Take it. Oh, I'm good at that, but at least I got me ship.
You did say you were sober, so that wouldn't surprise me if you got taken.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Forgot to drink me rum that night. Oh, must always be on my wits with me rum.
You hear you see Ray convulsing on the floor, vomiting on the floor of Irda's tiny hut.
Do I have anything for him? Irda, make him feel better.
I'm going to go over, like, at least roll him over so that he can, like...
You roll him over, you see, yeah, he's definitely imbibed way too much of Cade's rum.
Buddy.
His tiny little body can't take what he's taking.
I don't think I have anything that could really help him, but I'll just, like, kind of sit him up and pat his little tiny back very gently. Like, it's okay.
Solomon, you know, you've seen a lot of strange things in your time, but watching Irda gently pat the back of this tiny little goblin with wings as he's consumed too much of Cade's rum is probably one of the strangest things you've seen. Vale just shakes his head. I can only think what my men are suffering in that tower tonight as we sit here drinking rum and talking of foolish tales upon ships. And he rolls over.
Not the one drinking, sir.
Drink some more. Drink your sorrows away. We'll deal with it in the morning.
Redbeard said Cade got catfished. The mermaid who took over the ship. That's right. So, all right. So, what else are you guys doing inside the tiny hut?
I'm going to kind of sit up a little bit after everybody's gone to sleep. And,
Okay.
I'm going to... And I have done this before in nights previous, but I am going to kind of hold my hands and... Saturday, I know that I have talked to you a lot, and I have felt you're with me somehow. I now seek guidance from you. I don't know how to best take care of these people, and I care about them all. So, if there is anything that I can do to be stronger and, well, protect them, I'm listening for what you have to say.
As you're praying, you feel a sense of the lightest touch on your heart. And in fact, you all see her praying. She sits over on the side of the hut. Vale has rolled over, disgruntled. Jakardros has collapsed. Ray has stopped convulsing and just kind of snores in the corner. And you see as Irda's praying, there is an aura that begins to surround her. And you see a white light gathers subtly around her. You hear the dulcet sounds of flutes and pleasant bells, as though a touch of something angelic comes on her. Irda, you feel an anointing. You have been chosen, my daughter. In your head. No one else hears this, just you.
What do you want me to do?
Serve me and carry light in darkness.
I vow to the very last breath that I have to do this for you.
So you don't know what she's talking to, Solomon. You hear this, but you don't hear anything on the other end. She's talking to something, but you did hear those strange sounds. You saw that light surround her. Cade, you saw the same thing.
I just take some rum.
Cade, another swig of the rum.
I'm sharpening my blade, since I haven't used this one in a while. Kind of look at Irda quizzically, but I don't know. It's odd. I don't know what to think of it at the moment.
Okay. Irda, anything else?
And I just kind of say thank you, and I will lay down and go to sleep.
All right. So, anyone else doing anything else before you go to sleep?
Nope.
All right. So
I
soon
drink me rum.
there's a stupor. Those that have imbibed collapse. Others more restless. And yet somehow, as morning dawns, there is a sense of hope. There is a lightness and a sense that perhaps today will be different than yesterday. As you awake, you see out through the transparent walls of this strange structure that Irda has constructed. And you see the sun rise as it normally does. You see birds and small animals flitting around the forest. You still see the cold gray walls of the keep through one of the walls of the tiny hut. And then morning has dawned.
Consume a ration.
Irda,
Yes, Kate.
is it me? Or there seem to be more chirping in the air? A lighterness about us.
And I at least don't feel the dark cloud hanging over us anymore.
Or maybe Ixen was just weighing us down a bit.
We have left the betrayer behind, Vale says. Jakardos has been really quiet. He and Shillelu have been talking over in the corner, just sort of whispering back and forth. Vale seems to be getting more and more healthy. As he's getting healthier, he's more outspoken. When you carry poison and rot within you, it always causes pain. When you extract the rot from your body, it brings you peace.
Jakardros, where's your bear?
Kib, he stayed inside the keep. He cannot come inside structures like this. But Kib can well take care of himself.
I don't doubt that. I've seen it.
He's got a liking for Kim. If anything ever happens to you, he'll take good care of him.
There may be some
truth to this rogue's words.
Rogue! Rogue!
Forgive me, I mean no insult, but roguish perhaps in behavior. You drink and speak of
I'm a
Wednesday.
pirate!
which is,
Captain Cade Cardinal!
and must one roll the R for such a long time to speak your name?
Yes, the longer the better.
He says, Kib will be waiting for us, and he is my loyal companion. He says it with almost meaning toward you.
Okay.
Don't think you're getting them
going to-
anytime soon.
Is everyone ready to go back in and face whatever lies ahead of us in the tower?
Yes.
All right, so everyone got a full night of rest.
Oh, did we level up?
All abilities, all level ups have now taken effect.
Huzzah! Now a level 9 swashbuckler, and I have some special abilities.
All right, if you can remember what those
I
are.
am a level 8 Scald and a level 1 Paladin.
Ooh, so very important. So if you caught that, viewers, this moment with Serenai that occurred inside, there was something that transpired, and the Scald has now started multi-classing as a Paladin.
I got dueling cape deed! Oh. That was to cover my fake arm.
I'll let you re-choose that feat. No, actually, I have some other ideas. We'll talk about that off screen.
Okay.
Solomon, you've leveled up, but you probably have no idea what that means, so we're just going to go with it since you're pseudo-Solomon today. And you do see again the brightness of light and the keep sits before you.
Alright. Well, I extinguish the tiny hut and say, let us go.
The hut vanishes, lets you each down gently to the ground, and soon the entire party, which I forgot to put Shalelu out there. And grab
Oh,
her.
poor Shalelu, she got left
She
behind.
got left out. I'll grab her real quick.
I'm glad that she and Ricardros and Vale all survived Ixen, who wanted to kill every single one of them.
He only, yeah, that's right.
No, he could have killed more.
Cade.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't kill Shalelu. I bet he forgot about her.
He probably did. He probably forgot to kill her, yeah.
Good thing you didn't mention her name. I think he would have killed her.
All right, moments later, you're back inside the fallen Fort Rennick. And of course, this is the place, and it's a little more for your benefit there, Chris, because you're new to the campaign. By the way, if you don't know, this is with us, this is C. C. Carson. He has been a fantastic viewer and also lives here locally nearby. And he is going to be not a permanent Solomon, but will be joining the campaign as a permanent member in coming weeks. And he is fantastic, so we're so glad. So you come back inside Fort Rennick, and again, you see the bodies of the fallen soldiers. You see the bodies of the ogres that you slayed laying on the ground, and this tower looms before you. And for the viewers, so they can recognize, you have Shalelu, the ranger who's staying close to Jakardros, which was her stepfather. You have Irda, you have Solomon, you have Vale, the two-axed warrior, and you have Cade.
Alright. Is the door still open at the bottom of the tower?
It is.
Okay. Are we ready?
Evo, let's go!
Alright, let us do this.
All right, so you move forward, you press open the door, and it is a bit more dim here. The door was open, but as you kind of spread it open further, you find yourself looking at a horrible sight. It is a room, stone, filled with bodies. There are defenders of the fort. The black arrows stacked like cordwoods, their bodies against the walls. Flies, big fat flies, buzz around. The scent is overpowering of rot and decay. As you
your eyes adjust and you look around, you don't see anything moving in this room.
Right. I'm going to look around, see if there's doors or stairs that seem to suggest where to go next.
You see no doors, but you see a set of stairs leading to the second story at the back of the room, past all the bodies.
Alright. This looks like it's our only way.
This is no fitting end for our men.
Jakardros looks over at Vale. I know, I can't believe this has happened. All because of Caven. You see they're clearly distraught by what they see.
Well, let us go up.
All right. As you head up the stairs, you move up slowly. Your footsteps clink on the stone stairs. And you hear more flies, more buzzing going up and down. And as you reach the top of the stairs, and let me switch the view here real quick. And I'll show you what you see.
So it's open, like the top of the stairs.
Yeah, so it opens up into a room, and I'm going to put the room up on the table here in blue box style, where we have things prepared, not knowing exactly what the party's going to do, but if we think they know what to do. All right. And I'm going to move this around for your benefit first before I put the camera on for the viewers. So you see the same thing. It is a stone room, cold, flies and the scent of rotten flesh everywhere. You see bodies of Black Arrow soldiers, rangers, their cloaks twisted, limbs ripped off, heads split and severed, blood and gore smeared across the walls. It is a horrid scene. And then at the back of this room, as you look in, unlike the room below, there is something moving. A monstrous ogre. Bigger than any that you have seen thus far. I'm going to move the characters here.
Does it have a metal jaw?
Gonna throw me dagger. 60-foot range.
Hold on, I'll talk about that. So, the question that was asked by Irda. So, I didn't ask this before. I should have given you a marching order. So, who's first?
I was leading though.
All right. So, Irda, you're up first. I've got you here still. I'm bringing everybody over.
There's me.
Real quick. And then Shalelu. All right.
Imagine Solomon's right
Yeah,
behind
Solomon is right there.
Yeah, because he always is
He
either right
always-
behind or right in
That's
front.
right, exactly.
Doesn't want to be outdone.
All right, and so
You have been watching.
viewers, I'll pull this up for you in just a second once I get it properly lined up. But as you walk in, you do see the most horrid. By the way, I forgot to thank you, the Nerd YYC, for the follow a bit ago. We
Huzzah.
really appreciate that. You see this creature, a monstrous ogre. It has the lower part of its face has been ripped away, and where it was, there's a metal jaw that has been implanted with jagged spikes for lower teeth.
It's the one I saw before.
On a mask. It's the same one you saw peering through the window the first time. And I'll show our fans what this looks like. This helmet of leather and these hinges hold the jaw in place of this monstrous creature as it looks up. It tries to talk.
I
but
protest.
all right, and with that, it is initiative.
My returning dagger.
Cade, yeah, I got it. All right, so roll initiative.
Do you want me to
Do
roll?
I have an advantage?
Because Cade, you lost initiative last time at the last initiative roll we made.
I think that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's have Irda roll for initiative. We'll do our D6 party initiative. And hold on, let me get this all adjusted for the best view.
I rolled a 3.
For everybody. All right. So on the party initiative,
bad.
Irda has
average.
a 3. And
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
it could be worse. Could be better. And the DM has on the die a
Two.
1.
Yeah!
So the creature looks up as it tries to speak. It can't articulate clearly with the metallic jaw, but you have initiative.
All right. Hey, did you want to throw your dagger?
Yes. Do I have advantage? I think I have an advantage.
Yes, you have one. It was given.
Oh. Do I have to say? No, I don't have to say vital strike.
No, you usually on your second attack. Yeah.
Dang it. That was not what I wanted.
Sweet. Good news.
That is a 24. I doubt that's going to do anything.
24 with your dagger. It slides off of a plate of armor
Vital
on its
strike
shoulder.
with my other dagger.
Okay.
Oh, I can only roll once. 28.
Well, you have 2 daggers you're throwing?
Yeah, I have a returning dagger, then I have another dagger.
Okay, so you threw your second dagger. 28. That hits.
Ooh.
Thunk.
Yes.
So it slides. The first one careens off a shoulder pauldron. The second one hits him right in the chest.
Okay.
Thunk.
All right. Okay.
It's always the rum, Pat. Okay, roll damage.
Oh, D4. Oh, that's not very much.
Nope.
Oh. I have plus. Whoa. Do I get it plus? I always forget with my dagger. 'cause I
Yeah,
always
so it'd be
use
your
my-
base attack bonus and your dexterity.
Oh, my dexterity. Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna have to without Ixon here.
I
You're gonna have to figure this out on your own.
know.
So what was your base roll?
4.
No.
Which is
no. Oh, damage, right. So yes.
Oh, yeah,
9. So,
Yeah.
no, you don't add strength or anything. So it's a melee attack with the dagger. Yeah. So okay.
Oh,
4
okay.
points. All right. Thunk. It hits the
Wow.
breast. And now we go to Irda. You're in the front. Go
All
ahead.
right. So I have a swift action I want to do, and then I'm going to do my raging song with my flute after that.
Okay.
As a swift action, I'm going to cast Smite Evil on the ogre.
Whoa! Smiting evil now for the first time with her
So
new paladin level. Holy smokes!
As she pulls the flute off her back to prepare to play, she extends her hand out, and she kind of makes a gesture down from the sky, saying, "Serenray, smite this evil beast!" and brings the smite evil down.
All right, as you do this, you see a column of light responds to your cry. The giant, massive ogre pivots around, and he leaps on top of the desk. It crumbles underneath his feet, and he stands right in front of you now.
And then I'm going to do my raging song.
Okay.
So everyone can take the inspired rage advantages if you would like to. That's +4 strength, +4 constitution, +4 will save, -1 to your AC.
Yes.
So with leveling up, I got improved critical. Does that mean I get critical with a 19?
19 is a critical threat. Yes. So you still have to
Okay,
confirm.
right, but I.
Unlike the Girthy said, "You go, girl." Okay, so, Kay, what are you doing? You've thrown your daggers.
daggers.
Are you staying there? Are you going to position anywhere differently, or do you still have some movement you can make?
Oh, I mean, I can get closer, or I can keep throwing.
All right, Solomon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rush him, and
All right, you step over the bodies of the fallen black arrows that litter the ground, and roll to hit. That's only 5-7 feet, so you can still attack. Go ahead, roll to hit.
26.
Your blade hammers against the mail, doing no damage.
Dang!
Swing again. 17, 28.
That hits. You feel the first time, bang, it clangs off. You redouble your effort. The second one, you push a little bit harder. You press through the armor. You feel it bite into flesh.
So 1 + 7.
8.
So it's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
8 points.
It doesn't have the magical effects that his pretty sword from Nualia has.
Yes.
I don't know why like these two things are not timing up, but nice nipple ring game.
Wowzers.
Oh, I see. I'll allow that. Yeah, our automod held it. That's not unfair. So we'll let that nice nipple. All right. So it only works for this guy. It's appropriate. All right.
Say, that's not going to come back to
Yeah, yeah. I know. It's not gonna- All right. Vale
We
rushes
happened
forward.
once before.
Die, you fiend! And he.
At who? NPCs can't take the advantage from my inspired rage.
Exactly. All right. So I'm gonna roll this big D20 we're giving away today. We'll see how it does. And the first roll, that's a miss. Vale brings his other axe around as the first one, and
Against who?
the only enemy in the room, this giant.
I know, but who's he
ogre.
doing it at?
Vale is attacking
Oh,
the
Vale.
giant.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
yeah,
so
sorry.
yeah. The second one, that is a hit. His axe bites in. Oh! The creature lets out a roar of pain. And we go to Shalelu. Shalelu, she fires 2 arrows. Both miss, and in fact, one of them, because we're in close combat proximity
no.
here, and on Blue Box we observe that with melee weapons, so Shalelu is shooting through Cade,
Oh, if,
Solomon, and Irda,
are we gonna wish that Ixon killed her?
Wouldn't it be the first time she shot
and it
me
actually
back?
hits Solomon. Solomon, you take an arrow in the shoulder, 2 points of damage, thunk from behind you. Sorry! You hear Shalelu let out. Jakardros fires 2 arrows.
Oh, you should be my.
Golly!
Your AC should be 21 right now. So
I am not rolling well.
Because of the minus
He
1.
misses with both. The creature now,
Yeah.
wielding the
minus
biggest
2
maul that you have ever seen. It throws itself at Irda. And the first blow, that is definitely a hit. And the second, that is a miss.
Okay.
Irda, you take a huge shot from this maul.
Uh-oh.
37 points of damage. Thunk, I need you to make a reflex saving throw to not be unbalanced from the power. This thing is huge as it swings at you.
Okay.
Boom! You
I'm
feel
gonna
the maul
use-
strike your
I'm
shoulder.
gonna use an advantage.
Okay?
I'm down to 1.
Down to the final advantage.
I made a 15.
15. So you are knocked back, but not off your feet. So you're thrust back about 5 feet away from the creature by the blow. Boom! You feel your shoulder almost snaps underneath the power of the blow. We go to initiative.
Okay, and I won.
You won, so we roll again. Ooh, DM has a 5 this
Come on,
time.
come on, come on.
5.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, roll again.
Huzzah.
DM has a 3 this time.
Oh.
Let's see here. So the creature, as it slobbers over its metallic jaw, again for our viewers, this horrid-looking, monstrous creature with a huge steel jaw.
Oh, wait. Oh.
This time, it swings at Solomon. Solomon. That's a nat 20.
Oh, no.
That's a nat 20 on the big
Oh,
ebony die that
no.
somebody's going to get today.
man.
A nat 20 in its first 4 rolls is pretty good.
Oh, what did you just do?
And that is a critical.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. Solomon, I don't like...
Not here.
I know he's not here, but I still have to play the game the right way. Who's hidden my crit tables from
They're
me?
over there on the blue box.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. All right, so we go to the Middle-earth role-playing crit tables. Poor Solomon, who's not here,
Oh, my goodness.
has just been critted
roll low.
by this
Please roll
monstrosity, and oh, okay. Wait, is that a 1 or a 7? It's a 1. Okay, not bad. All right, so still a huge blow, and the second attack also a hit.
Ouch.
Solomon, boom! You're rocked back. As soon as you try to recover, a second blow rains down from above. You take 68 points of damage. I need you to
my
make 2
gosh.
reflex saves for me, please. So roll d20, add your reflex.
Nope.
No, that's
All right,
6.
you are thrown back against the wall. You land atop a body, the pile of all of these black arrows. You feel the entrails and the bile all around you, and they squish as you land. The breath flees your lungs, and we go to Irda.
Alright, so since I have cast Smite Evil on him, I get the additional charisma bonus for my attack rolls. So I'm going to do my first attack roll, and then I'm going to use Vital Strike for my second one.
All right.
So my first one is 20 plus my charisma bonus is a 24.
First one misses.
Okay.
Again, your blade slams against the
then-
heavy armor that he wears.
Vital Strike. Hold on. For my second. Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Uh-oh. While she
yeah.
rolls to confirm a fumble.
Yes.
Thank you, Ugluck. No, so we're playing 3.5. It is a Pathfinder base, 3.5, but we use 1E, 2E elements, and then we use 5E advantage.
I fumbled.
And oh my goodness, Irda has a fumble.
I
A
fumbled.
crit, then a fumble. What is going on today with the dice? All right. By the way, only good things happening with the dice envy dice. All right, so your fumble is?
39.
All right, hand, arms, fumble, 39. You drop your weapon. It will take 1 round to draw a new one, or 2 rounds or so. As you swing, it slips from your hand. It slides behind the creature here by the desk. So you're gonna have to chase it down. It'll take you 2 rounds to get it, or you can draw a new weapon and you have no further attacks that round. That is most unfortunate.
I have a spear. I forgot I have a spear.
You do have a spear. Vale swings his parallel axes, and he misses both times. This creature is so massive, it just knocks Vale's arms away. Cade.
I guess I'll do Precise Strike.
All right, so Cade steps forward to engage this monstrous creature.
Oh, and I continue my rage, by the way.
Okay. No, missed twice. Ting, ting. You miss both times. The creature is quicker than it looks. It has these bits of metal that look like they're embedded in its skin as it blocks your blows. Solomon, you're over here. You kind of pick yourself off. You can throw a missile weapon of some kind, or you can try to close. You will not get an attack this round crawling over bodies. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna try to close distance at this point.
All right, so you stagger, your feet sticking, stumbling over the bodies of dead men all around you, catching on shields and bits of bone that jut up from ribs and broken jaws and femurs sticking out of legs, squishing, and it's just like disgusting as you stumble over entrails, tripping over a bit of intestine that wraps around your foot. You eventually lumber your way in front of the creature. We now go to both Shalelu and Jakardros. Whew, the DM is not hot today on the... Oh, okay, Jakardros, that's a hit. Okay, Jakardros, he sinks 2 arrows into the creature, 1 in each shoulder. Thunk. One is a nick, 1 sinks deeply into the shoulder. Whoa! The creature roars out, and we go to initiative.
Did Vale attack?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I just-
Yeah.
Oh,
5 for the DM. 1. The creature again. All right, so let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to roll a d4. Actually, let's see here. So, who heard it the most last round? It would have.
Not me.
Yeah. None of you, actually. All right, so yeah, it's going to be a flat D4. All right, so, and the roll is for the DM a 1.
Oh,
He
poor
pivots
Vale.
toward Vale. Oh, golly, no! Yes, Uglug, exactly. The ogre does lift. That is a hit. That is a hit. Thunk! Thunk! The ogre slams. Vale had never been fully healed, even from the first time you
I
found
didn't have
him.
enough spells.
And he was just recovering a bit on his own each time. The first blow strikes Vale in the midsection. He staggers back. The giant creature comes across the top. The maul strikes the top of Vale's skull.
What?
His head splits open, brains fly everywhere, and Vale's body drops dead to the ground.
When that happens,
no.
Irda's just gonna cry out, "No!"
And everyone, rest in peace, Vale. I really like that guy. I did not want to see him die, but he didn't get healed, and he did the best he could. He was brave, charging into the fray, and rest in peace. Hey, Greyhawk Mike, and bye-bye to Vale. So sad. I liked him a lot. All right, let's come back to the combat, and we now go to Irda.
And she's just gonna go at him with the spear.
All right, she thrusts this unfamiliar weapon.
Natural 20!
Oh! But I feel like that was directed at me. I don't know. It was a passion there at me. I don't And
29 plus 4.
that is a crit.
30.
That is a crit. All right, roll percentile. Do you have any advantages?
I have 1.
I'll let you use that if you want to on the crit roll. But that would mean you'd roll. But you'd be your last
No.
one. Okay, all right.
Come on.
17.
17. Oh, so tough. All right, so 17 on the. We're using puncture here because you're stabbing the spear.
Do you want me to roll the damage die?
Yeah,
for
roll
that?
the damage.
Okay.
You kind of scrape the ribs on the side of his massive torso.
10
Add
points of
7
damage.
points of damage to what you rolled.
So 17 points. of damage.
17. All right. Roll your second attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have a whole other attack. I got excited. Okay, on my next attack, natural 19, so that's a 29 plus.
That's a hit, but you don't have critical threat range on this weapon, right? So it's
And
the hit.
then, okay, so then for that one, 1d8 plus. So 6 plus my paladin level is 7 plus 7 is 14
14. All right.
points of damage.
Yep, I got it.
And then continue the raging song. Yeah, she's mad. She's real mad.
Yeah, she's definitely raging. All right, Cade.
Yeah.
You stand right in front. You just see this creature split Vale's skull.
I'm gonna take a
Splattered him.
swig of rum.
Well, we have a blade,
I only have one
and you only
arm.
have one arm now. So
Crap.
when Cade realizes he can't drink rum in battle,
You're gonna have to train Ray to give you swigs of rum.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, Solomon.
Oh, okay, we just got a bunch.
oh, Uglug, thank you so much, George Martin. That's exactly right, Redbeard.
So one,
All right, so
2 advantages.
so we get 2 advantages, Uglug, and then you have half a way.
Oh, we were gonna redo that.
All right, I'm gonna redo it. I've been lobbied a lot. We're gonna go back to our 1 advantage
for crits.
per 100 bits. That's the bits per crit chant that you've been using. So we'll update that every 100. We're going back to that now.
Bit for crits.
So you have 5 advantages that you've just given. So Uglug, you can give them 1 to each of the players plus the 2 NPCs, or you can give extra to one of the players. Like so, whatever you want to do. Tell us how you'd like to give away those 5 advantages.
Yes.
How would you like to disperse?
Arr, how would you like to dispel? Disperse.
better than crits to the bits. Oh, and we've had a lot of crits to the bits in this
It's
campaign.
been a very popular,
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it has been, absolutely. Hey, don't forget, we're giving away this beautiful, massive D20 ebony wood die from Dice Envy. So here's a regular D20. Here's this guy. Gorgeous. We're going to give that away here in just a few minutes. So
1 for
type,
PCs and 2 for the
exclamation
ladies.
points. What
Okay.
did I say? Big
So
D20.
you each get
Is that
two?
what I said? Let me double check, make sure
Thank you.
I get that right.
Arr, me like shit.
Yeah. BIGD20, all lower exclamation point, big D20 if you want to enter that. And so they went to who?
1 for the PCs
And 2 for the
each of
ladies.
to us.
Oh, very nice. All right. So each of the ladies
You will
get
not
to.
be disappointed.
Yeah, thank you, Molotov. Get in there.
We will do
Exclamation
good
point,
things with
big
these
D20, just
advantages.
like Molotov did. All right. So now we go to Solomon.
Swinging again at him.
Wait, I didn't roll.
You didn't attack? Oh, sorry. Got carried away.
I wanted a bitch for the crit.
Oh, yes. You got distracted. All right.
we just
Are
got
we going to
another-
use one of your newfound advantages?
Phantom just gave another advantage as well.
Oh, another
I
advantage.
think
Phantom.
I will use an advantage. I'm gonna use my dagger. Come on. 19 or 20. I've improved critical. Come on.
Solomon. Okay, you got an advantage.
Solomon, you got the additional.
Oh my
advantage?
gosh. This is fun.
Is that a 1 and a what?
No, and a 10.
Okay.
14.
Okay, no, that's a miss. You press forward with your
I
rapier
feel-
that bounces off a plate of armor. Oh, okay, hang on.
What is it? If it's good, I'll keep it.
I don't know. Oh, it is not good.
I'll re-roll.
It wasn't a 1 though. So
Ah, dang it. I just suck.
oh, he took back your advantage too. So
Oh.
no, they can't do that. All right. No, so Cade, you're pressing forward. This monstrosity is quicker, more powerful than anything you've ever faced. It just knocks your arms away like you're a child. You see it actually seems to be getting stronger, Solomon.
Gosh.
Oh, just attacking again.
Ooh.
Oh!
18.
Does he have improved critical? Does
That's a
Solomon
hit.
have?
He does not. He also has not picked some of his feats. Like we were
yeah,
going through, and he's
yeah.
missing feats because he
Is
only
he?
has like 5 of them.
Oh, yeah, we gotta
and
fix
he
that.
should
Okay, all
definitely
right.
have more.
And then Vital Strike on the
Final
second
strike on the second attack, and
one. 17.
That's
that's a hit.
Seven.
Both are hits. All right, roll
Nice.
your damage, sir. You get 2 damage dice on the second roll for the vital strike.
So first attack and then double your. Ooh, nice.
8 plus 7 is 15.
On the first one,
On the
and
first
then
one, and
double
then
your second. So
14
plus 7.
7,
Right?
yep. 21.
On the second.
21, and the first one was how much?
15.
15. Wow, okay. So even with this unfamiliar blade, 2 strong strikes, you press, puncturing wounds in the creature, finding the vulnerable spots. Blood starts to stream from the wounds. It starts breathing heavy, but still up. Jakardros, 2 more arrows. Both miss. Shalelu, that is a hit. And a possible crit. We'll roll for confirmation. No crit, but she does plant an arrow, thunk, right in the trap, right up here between the shoulder and the neck. You see another one of her arrows sprout. Looks like it does pretty good damage. The creature is laboring and bloody now. Initiative.
Kate, it's you.
All right.
DM has a 4.
Oh, God dang it! Hey!
No!
We cannot.
No,
We
no!
cannot manage this.
So the monstrous creature, still quite powerful, even though it's bleeding from multiple wounds. I'm going to make an ogre kick my dinner. That's awesome. All right. Let's see here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the D6 to see whether the ogre is striking at Solomon, at Irda, or at Cade. And the roll is Irda. That's a 4, and we'll roll twice. That is a miss. The first time Irda ducks away, thump, the maul hits the ground. You see it chip stone from the floor. You feel vibrations under the ground. It's massive. And again, wow, okay, very fortunate for Irda. A 4 and a 3 on the die for the DM. Swings the opposite side. Irda, you dance around. You feel your holy smite taking power against the creature, and we're going to go to you.
All right, so I'm going to let's see. I think okay. I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
First one, natural 19 plus 19 is
That's a hit.
38.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have that expanded crit range with this weapon.
Yes.
Your sword is still.
Well, I haven't taken proof critical because I'm saving it for my axe.
All right.
And then on my second attack, that's a 24, 28.
Those are both hits.
Yeah!
Okay, roll damage.
You mess with the wrong girl today, sir! 1d8. So that's 5, 7, 12, 13 points on the first one. And then 5, 6, 13 points on the second one.
Wow, okay. So 2 solid blows. You continue to slice away and puncture the creature. You see now blood streams from a half a dozen wounds, but it still seems supernaturally strong. Solomon.
Attacking again. Oof, nope. That was a 5. 10, 21. Second one is 21.
No. Again, it bats your blade away. You're unfamiliar with this polearm. You're really missing that beautiful blade that you had, which Ixon took from you, and you're unable. Cade.
All right. Could I have taken some rum while they were all fighting?
We'll say Ray managed to get you a tiny sip. He pulled.
My little buddy knows my needs.
It wasn't much. It was just 2 little tiny handfuls, but it encouraged you.
Thank you. All right, here we go. That was not enough rum. At all.
All right. First blow I think is a miss. Second.
Come on! Oh my gosh! These new dice send me new dice now.
Shade to the sponsor! Just prove they are random and not loaded dice. Unlock 5 more! Thank you.
Yes!
We need that was the night, John. Exactly right. Hey, thank you for the follow very much, Dax Neo. We appreciate you joining us here, and we're having a good time. By the way, we're giving away this monstrous D20. I've held up a couple other ones. Let me hold up a contrasting color this time. So here's a regular D20. This is this Dice Envy Ebony Wood Monster D20 we're giving away today, and exclamation point, big die, right? Is that right? Keep forgetting what I put there. I think it's right.
Big D20.
Big D20, that's it. Big D20. Pop that in the chat and you will be in the giveaway.
And I think all those advantages were to Cade.
All of them to Cade, is that right, Uglo?
Yep.
Let's see the means. Yeah.
All 5 to Cade.
Huzzah!
Until she learns how to roll.
Well, I just need the right rum in my mouth and I can roll good.
All right.
And so all 3 of you have attacked, right? Okay, so now again, Shalelu. Oh, a nat 20 on her second roll. Not a crit.
But at least she's hitting.
Yeah, she puts another arrow into his side.
A little bit
this
at a time.
time.
How do you need an elephant? 1 bite at a time.
And then you see Jakardros. He drops his bow and he leaps forward with his blade. Die, you fiend! That's a hit.
Yeah!
Second one's a miss, but he drops a heavy blow on the creature. His long sword. You see it's bleeding now profusely. It's starting to flag a bit. Initiative.
To me.
I don't have
That is a 2 for the DM.
That's a 5 for me.
Okay. You have it. And so you get to go first. Smiting as you are. So our fans at home, if you can't see, let me kind of swing the cam over here. So you have now Irda.
That's a 24.
That is a miss. You swing at the creature.
Wait, no, that was wrong. 29.
That is a hit.
My math's wrong there.
All right, and your second attack?
That one is a miss. That one's just a 20. So.
Family pack of toilet paper? What?
All right.
All right,
So
roll damage.
one that hit. That's 12 points of damage.
Okay, your first blow bites into flesh. You cleave off a huge slab from the forearm. It flaps to the ground. You see the creature now is just breathing enormously heavily. The chains on its neck are beginning to dangle. We go to Solomon.
Finish him off, Solomon!
Oh, 19.
That is a hit.
I can feel
Again,
that was
don't have your good
a
weapon.
threat coming on.
Expanded threat range.
And a 20 on the
my
second.
God.
A nat 20. Okay, all right, roll.
Finish him off, Solomon!
There's no way.
14
Plus
11. Or what?
10,
No, plus 10. was
24.
24.
That is not a crit, but 2 hits.
All right.
Come on, Solomon. Do it.
2
So
plus
that's
7 is 9.
9 points of damage on the first blow.
6 plus
8.
8.
No, 6 plus 7 is 13.
13.
Yeah.
13 on the second blow. Wow, okay. You again, boom, boom, twice with the polearm. You open up new wounds. You puncture part of his kneecap.
Oh.
You see, he starts to stumble. He's clearly in trouble. Cade.
Arr! I feel I need to use an advantage, sir.
Well, you got plenty.
I got plenty. You know why? Because y'all are good people. Alright. I'm gonna use me advantage. Come on, crit.
Come on, Cade!
I just... Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Gonna lose me senses.
You see Ray, he's on your shoulder. He kind of shakes his
I
head.
just want to use me approved critical!
All right, roll to hit your second attack.
Gosh, dang it! No, it's 16 plus 9, 25.
Close. You come forward. The creature now kind of staggering. It just barely lazily knocks your blade away. Jakardros. Another nat 20 for Jakardros. Still not a crit. Can't follow up. Second attack is a miss, so he hits. His arrow.
He's using his sword now.
Thunk. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, his sword. Thunk. It hits the side. Slashes open. This monster is hanging by
All I need to do
thread.
is hit him in the neck with my dagger!
Shalelu steps forward with 2 arrows. Misses.
Come on. Please
Second
hit.
attack misses with both attacks. The creature now still breathing, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, so let's see here. No, most damage was done by Irda this time. So I'm gonna roll a d6, and the d6 will probably more focus on you. So you'll be 1 through 3,
Okay.
and then it'll be 4, 5, and 6, and it is you with a 1. So it attacks you. First blow is a miss. Second blow. Wow, golly, you are getting very lucky. Thunk, thunk, you duck out of the way. Cade, you see its maul, aim for Irda, whizzes by your head, and we go to initiative.
Oh. Whose turn? Oh.
DM has a 6.
6!
Oh! Roll again. DM has a 4.
3!
Not really celebrate, but okay. And so it's going to maintain its focus on Irda. This time, a miss again. Thumps down next to her. Oh my god!
You suck, ogre! Come at me!
Oh, how the DM wishes he were hitting, but he's not. Thunk, thunk. You just dance away from both blows. Irda.
That's a 34.
That is a hit.
And a 28. 28, yeah.
Both hits. Roll damage, please.
Okay.
Ray, give me some rum.
Come on, Cade, my bank account depends on you.
I'm trash.
12 points on the first one.
12? Okay.
Yep, and the second one is 11 points.
Tell me what it looks like.
Foul creature! Now is your time to feel my wrath! And she just sticks her spear right through the middle of his skull.
She reaches up, even with his 12-foot height, she plunges this unfamiliar polearm right through his skull, and eyes roll back in the head. Thunk, thunk. The creature falls over to the ground, dead.
Arr! Huzzah, Irda! Arr! Me blades were just whizzing by him all night long.
Anyone else hear Lionel Richie in their head just then? Sorry, I don't like anachronisms, but every once in a while they pop up. I heard Lionel Richie. Sorry. Yeah, she scares me too. She scared me a few times.
And as I drop my inspiring rage, I'm going to cast a reviving finale as part of to drop the rage, so everybody gets 2d6 healing points.
Everyone gets 2d6 of
Oh,
healing.
that's good. 8 points of healing back to everyone.
Well, you know what? Through that whole thing, I didn't lose 1 ounce. I was 100% the whole time.
You see Ray, he's on your shoulder, and he's just kind of shaking his head at you, clearly disappointed with your performance.
I know, Ray. Don't rub it in.
Ugluk told you to take notes from Irda. Yeah, okay, Bloodwild, sorry to put Lionel Richie in your head. There's worse things that could be stuck in your head.
That's true.
We'll be dancing in the street all night long, I said. All right,
Okay.
so we're going to conclude there tonight. That will be the end.
I know.
Hey, look, thank you, everybody. A bit of a kind of an unbalanced show, interesting moments tonight, but we always appreciate our viewers. By the way, if you're watching, we got a lot of followers tonight, but if you're watching and you haven't followed us yet, we have one question for you.
What are you doing?
Please give us a follow. Join us here at Blue Box.
Oh,
And if you haven't typed in ! Big D20, Big D20, type that in the chat. We're going to give this guy
I'm
away
going to
in a
do
second.
the poll for MVP
You're right.
right now. Just give me a second.
And before we do the giveaway, I want to thank Chris for joining us tonight. Chris, who stood in for the afflicted Solomon. Keep Solomon in your thoughts.
You're right.
Sarah-
I've only got 1 arm, Pat. Thanks for reminding me. Lost it again.
Solomon is, he's Seraphim, the player. He's struggling with illness. Just keep him in your thoughts. But Chris, I texted him this morning at like 9 o'clock, and he was here today. And I think all of us as the players, let's give Chris a round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. But better than that, guess what? Chris is going to be actually joining the campaign. Ixon, of course, is no longer in the campaign. The nefarious alchemist has now become an evil enemy in the campaign. You will see him again, but not on our weekly stream. So he's out, and Chris will be creating a new PC. So Solomon should be back on our next stream, and Chris will have a new PC that will be joining us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really glad to have you, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so
Are we doing MVP?
yeah, so stream MVP is kicking off now. Let's go around the room. Why should you be stream MVP?
Well, I think it's obvious. I will tell you why. Well, let's start out. I lost me arm again. I want the sympathy vote, okay? We're gonna start there. I didn't just lose me arm once. I've lost it twice. Who loses an arm twice in their life? Not me.
Just kidding.
Just me. Then I lost what I thought was a friend. Betrayed by a friend. Oh, sympathy vote again. 2 times. Then, no, you might say you didn't kill anybody. No, I did not, but I sure tried hard. So, not only that, but I will tell you if you enjoyed me story that I told while we were sleeping.
That was a good tale.
I think it was a marvelous tale. If you didn't hear it, go back on the stream and listen to it. But if you didn't, just trust me it was good. Vote for me. A vote for Cade is a vote for Rum. Now vote.
All right, and well said. And by the way, we do need to give a hand. So all of our
Thank you for the
viewers,
advantages.
we had so many great viewers today, and I always say this, but I mean it.
Guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. I think we have the best viewers, the best fans in D&D Twitch. What?
I did get another goblin. That's my first goblin. I've lost 3.
All right, thank you,
keep this one
Redbeard.
alive.
And yes, Ugluck, you definitely would get the MVP for the most bits today. You definitely crush on bits. All right, Solomon, why should you be Stream MVP?
Well, sympathy vote also. This is the second sword that I've lost in this campaign.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
He pays
and the fact that he knows that, as a viewer, that is fantastic. Well done, sir.
I too lost what I thought was a friend. Betrayed. Yes. And so, again, didn't get a kill today, but we only fought really one thing, so somebody had to do it. And I guess my in-party nemesis was able to get that. Yes, mainly the sword. That's mostly what I miss.
Well done. All right, Irna, why should you be Stream MVP?
Well, I would like to submit my roleplay with Ixen at the beginning of the stream as a major reason I should get MVP. That moment of the final betrayal and pushing her fully toward the...
That was pretty heavy. I'm not sure I've still recovered from that. Like, that was, honestly, I played D&D a long time. That was some of the heaviest... even with our Greyhawk Awakening stuff was amazing, but there was always a hopeful note with that. I felt like there was a healing moment with what happened with Brim and Tisa and all of that. There was something light about the undercurrent, even though there was tragedy. This was a moment of pure darkness with Ixen. I don't know that I've experienced something like that in a long, long time in D&D, and I thought that was so well role-played, even though it was tough.
But yeah, so that moment kind of pushing Irda fully to her new alignment of lawful good. She started out as chaotic good.
Which is, so if you missed that, yes, that was really important. So everything that happened with Ixen, and this is great sort of role-play evolution, everything that happened with Ixen has been pushing Irda. So you saw this gap that was widening between the two of them, and this was her roleplay as Ixen grew darker. This character, which was still essentially good, but sort of more in the neutral range of good, and not really aligned in the way you might think of something totally as a holy warrior, she was moving further and further that direction in response to Ixen. And so Ixen's final betrayal is what pushed her to take that paladin level and move her character. So well done.
And then I would say the RP in the tiny hut, the prayer, and that actual moment of taking that paladin, and then the combat, smiting the monster and getting the natural 20 critical and taking the final blow with a spear through the face.
All right, well said. Okay, open up the poll. Here's the poll. It's up. So you go up to the top. You click
Hold
that
on.
little arrow,
Content
and I'm
does
going to go
not
ahead and
meet
do the
guidelines.
die giveaway now as
Rum
well.
for votes. Rum for votes.
So while you're voting for
little
Stream
rectangle
MVP,
up above.
I'm going to get ready to keep
can
on. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say little rectangle up top. It says who is Stream MVP. Just click it and open it up, and you can vote.
All right, so I'll read off everybody that's in the giveaway so far. I've got Bloodwild, Myomorph, Redbeard, Daxneo, D&D Player 888, Greyhawk Mike, J Birchfield 3, Lord 4th, Megatron, Molotov J, Nightbot, Pat 66, Phantom NJ, Short Mom on the Run, The Unknown Blevins, Theater Evie, Ugluck the Gertie, Varsavir Adventure,
I shouldn't have entered.
Extort 4711. And so we're going to roll this here. Go ahead and vote on the stream MVP. Let's see how it's coming along. All right, Irda with the early lead. Kate in second. Solomon in third. We didn't give Ixen a chance for this?
No. Sorry.
He did well.
Somebody wanted to vote for Uthar. I appreciate that. I've been playing Uthar for the past 2 or 3 weeks. That's great. That's good. That's good DM.
Vote for Cade.
Ashran doesn't want to vote for Uthar.
No.
I chose me party over me arm.
All right, Redbeard, you're in on the giveaway now as well. Again, type it. I'm going to do it. Give you 10 seconds before I run the giveaway. Stream froze, audio. No, nothing should be frozen.
Doesn't look frozen.
Anybody else frozen?
It's hiccuping every now and then.
Yeah,
but
it's glitching a little bit, I think.
I'm not seeing that here on my slob. So
I am seeing it on both of my screens.
You do. It refreshed. Okay. Well, let's go do it at the very end. That's the best place to do it, I guess. You want this D20. It's awesome. It really is. It's a slick D20. All right. The vote is winding down. Solomon's still in the lead. Or Irda, still in the lead.
D20. Alright.
Still time.
Jay Birchfield, if you win it, you gotta give it to your mom.
All right, we're rolling. We're rolling the giveaway now.
Yeah,
so in 5 seconds, if you want to join, this is your last chance. Exclamation point big D20. Big D20, all lowercase, like you saw up above from Edgar.
Oh, I don't think Jade's gonna win.
4, 3, 2. Retro Gamers in 1, 0. Okay, here we go. Retro Gamers in twice. All right, here we go. Rolling it and Varsavir!
Congratulations, Rory!
Congratulations, sir. Well done and well deserved. I know you, but I don't have your address, so send me your address, and we're going to get you out this monstrous D20. This sucker, look at how it sits in my palm. I'm a good-sized guy. That's a big old ebony wood D20. Congratulations, Rory.
Couple seconds left on MVP, so vote now.
I love that, Steve. That's fantastic. He disbelieves the Gnome Illusionist actually winning today. That's what the winner of Stream MVP is Irda. Huzzah! Congratulations, Irda. Oh, Varsavir, are you in? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, actually, he's right. Actually, Jay Birchfield, I do that every time.
Wait, didn't he?
Rory, are you still here?
I think on Tuesday night he did, didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't?
No, I'm saying he has to be on now.
Oh,
Rory.
he has to be on.
Rory, are you on? That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on, don't leave yet, because if Rory's not on, I have to re-roll. That's always our rule here. There he is! Woo! All right, so don't leave us.
Exon wanted that dice.
Hey, thank you again so much. We're headed toward 1,000 followers by the end of 2020. That's our goal. We're over 500. We're well over 500. We've been adding about 20 to 25 every single week. We had a good day today. Thank you so much. Tell your friends. If you haven't followed us yet, please give us a follow. We appreciate all the subscribers, the viewers, the Twitch followers, the chatters. You guys are just amazing. And we're going to go ahead and do a raid. And we're going to take our viewers here and let's see who's up right now. Any of our friends? We usually have a few good ones. All right, so we don't have that. Let's go ahead and do... So we have D&D. They're always a big one. We have Realmsmith. We read them twice. Not Great RPG and HDWS Live. I'm thinking Not Great RPG, but does anyone feel differently? I'll let our viewers help us. If you guys think any of those should be ones that we would raid, otherwise, I'm going to go with Not Great RPG. Thank you, Molotov J. And we're going to go kick this off, start the raid. And by the way, if you haven't seen Not Great RPG, they're pretty cool. They got good stuff. They really do. And thanks for all of our subs today. Good fun. And here we go. Raiding in now. Blue Box signing out. We'll see you Tuesday night, 5 o'clock. Don't miss Greyhawk Awakening.